don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Arizona Cardinals. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
14 yards that time for number 14.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
No, check, Patriot!
They go play action here on first down. Going up top. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. first and 10, Warner. The Cards get to it here. He's brought down for a sack. Robert Kimdichie. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out of the gun, here's Warner. He'll check it down to Geis. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Here's Warner. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Detroit!
First carry for Darius Geis. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Third down, here's Geis. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get him the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On first down, this is Geis. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Detroit!
To throw, Warner. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. From the gun on third down, Warner, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Oh, spinning away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Wide open receiver complete. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found it.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with. 2nd and 10
now from the 27. Second and 10. It's Rosen again. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, 27 yards. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll be Warner on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hill. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where Every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On the handoff, it's Geis, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Play action. It's Warner. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 12.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll hand it down to Geis. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Green 39.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Warner.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. But they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw underneath for Johnson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards on the play. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. On play action, Rosen. Caught right side, Davis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. Rosen on 1st and 10. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They go play action. It's Rosen. And he's going to go down again. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
3rd and long here for Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. And that is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Watching that, Barney. Watching that, Barney.
They start on the ground with Geis. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Geis showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for 1st down. Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Two minutes to go here in the 1st half. More from the desert after this. To throw on 2nd down. Warner. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Redskins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Warner from the gun. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On second down, here's Rosen. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Back out of Philly. Here we go.
They'll run it with Johnson. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Cardinals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They stop him up short on fourth and goal from the 1. And the Redskins are able to come up with a goal line stand. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Leopard.
They start the second half with a run by Geis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Hill shedding the tackle. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season. tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Over.
Here's Geis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a run with Geis. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They'll run with Geis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. They'll go with the keeper. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They'll run. This is Bernard. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Giovanni Bernard, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. From midfield now, here's Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw. That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Lucky 56.
On second down, Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Rosen. That's complete right around the 8. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Rosen. The quick slant caught, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Second and goal from the 1. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Lucky 56.
They get it to him running left. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity. Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 8 yards there, getting him out of danger. It's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
This is Geis. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Leopard! Leopard! No. Check. Patriot!
Geis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Play action here with Rosen. He's got his man on the passing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Monte Nicholson picks it.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Yeah, that's a pretty good one for the old average. 68 yards on the punt there. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Throwing now is Rosen. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now it's Rosen. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Rosen to throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Here's Rosen. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Oh, look at that. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Again, it's Rosen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Monte Nicholson picks it past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and happen in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And part